Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Trust you all have been having a great month and a great week so far. So it's day 2 of Big Brother Ninja. However, before we dive into that, so I shared a video of how you all should remain calm during this highlight and how you should keep supporting your favor. But then I trust you guys have been doing that because I've been seeing violence everywhere, although it's yet to climax, but it's not been funny. But I know you guys are strong, Sha. I know you won't allow anything stop you, anything. I mean, there's nothing new about all of these things. It's just that the highlights will help you see things you probably didn't see before, even though you've seen the video, but you kind of see a whole new part or a new side of that particular event. Let me not talk too much story, guys. So let's start. However, before I go to day 2, let's quickly do a recap of what happened in day 1 so you don't get lost. So it started with housemates introducing themselves, trying to bond and know each other very well. Nengi, education, spoke about education, pageantry and everything. Laycon did not waste time. He introduced himself as a musician and spoke about his music. He went with a plan, and we can all see that it's actually working for him right now. V about her family, London, Katrina, husband, T-Badge, family, dad, parent. She spoke about their relationship. Every other housemate also spoke about themselves. So moving on, so what I actually noticed about most of these housemates is that they were still trying to know each other, Sha, and all of that, but it was not very difficult to notice that Nengi is actually competitive from day 1. Then she won HOH. Although it wasn't easy winning HOH, she had to battle with her friend Neil. Even though they've not really become close as at day 1 and day 2. So she had to win. There was a tie the first time, the second time, and then she not finally won at the end of the day. So she chose Wathoni. I think that was based on the fact that she knew her before the house. So of course you want to go for someone you know from the house. Safer that way, you know her to an extent. So I understand a sentiment there. So I have a part that stood out for me was Katrina celebrating Nengi, the smile on her face, and the clap when she was announced the winner of the HOA challenge. Now I was like, is it that she actually liked her at first, or what actually happened? For me, I think she actually liked her, but maybe they fell apart at the end because I'm trying to understand where all of the old drama happening right now, or that happened subsequently and even happening right now later came from. But it's all good, Sha. But I think from this video, I think she kind of liked her first place. Let's move on. Ozo and Erica tried to bond. They bonded more with Kid and Laycon. Laycon especially, she was more like Laycon's cheerleader. Then the girls, another part that stood out for me was Erica and Nengi. Why being Daboski like this? What happened? See the look on Leo's face. I was like, hey, this guy, you don't know what you're in for. A long journey. So the earlier you start paying attention to details and rules and guidelines, the better for you guys. I was shocked. I know he was shocked, although his voice was cracked, but I'm like, well, Biggie understands, he knows best. Then the first day and second day, there seems to be no real connection between Ozo and Nengi, my own view. And the highest they did was to sit together like in this picture here. That was the highest they did. That was the highest they did. They were not really there. Like, the picture quality was just so beautiful. You need to come and see the way people were like, so Nengi is this beautiful. Why would people say she's really like, she trended for her outstanding beauty? Now all the girls are beautiful, but I'm just trying to see what happened, okay? So remember I said it's going to be based on the highlights and people's reactions, so you don't get lost. So Nengi actually trended. She's still trendy as her now, say for her beauty, and people are like, no, it's true, she's not photogenic, because what I'm seeing in this video, see, spotless skin, fresh and all of that, to the extent that her follower increased to 2.2 that night. This is amazing, guys, really amazing. Then the Akpofures, Shenkers, we're already bonding. V was already sitting on Neil's lap. God, I was like, wow, in there too. Oh wow, like, it's how she knows what she wants and goes for it for me immediately. I think that's what I like about her. She knows that, okay, I think I like this guy. And then she was like, no, I'm not going to slack. I'm going to go for him. And it's actually cool. You all see what is happening to both of them right now. Sometimes it's not bad to shoot your shot. So far, you are shooting the right shot. You guys shoot the one that fire you on your leg. And you now be regretting it. So V was not just crying last at all. And then the other part that stood out for me was Lucy crying to Ozo. I know Ozo will probably be like, Auntie, what is happening? Why are you crying? I will beat you. She was just crying. I think I kind of understand the sentiment. She was like just trying to reminiscence or how she got to the house. She probably didn't expect it with the crowd, the people, the caliber of people that audition, and then she got to the house with all of that. She does not know anybody. She does not have any connection, yet she is there in the house. I think she was just trying to, when some good things happen in your life, sometimes you just want to like, wow, do I actually deserve it? But taking it to the extent of crying. Hey, I was just like, what happened? And then Erica came from nowhere saying, she's lying, it's a lie. Erica was just being the happy child. Erica is actually a happy child. She was a happy child in that house. When she noticed that she was crying, I was like, sorry. So Katrina also spoke about her marriage, divorce, separation, and everything, and how she's not searching. And trust everyone to react to this, especially Big Brother Nigeria Twitter and Lada is looking for war. It's a big time show. So this guy also spoke about his work. Bright also spoke about being marine engineer and all of that. So that's just the part that stood out for me in day one. Let's quickly move to day two, guys. So housemates, their morning drills started, and then they gave them their first task, which is to make hand sanitizer. And this moment for me, I think it can also the Apple Boys, they were seen together, T-Baj and the Lion. Then it moved to Erica and Laycon moments, bonding. But I know they will all get past this, hopefully. Now talking about massage, Prince was still massaging Katrina. She was giving all of these funny expressions, and then I think before then, new massage. With them, my own opinion, you're free to have your own at the comment section, but I don't think they couldn't finish up, so the diary session continued. So they had their thoughts about everyone in the house. Like, everyone has been good, cool headed, everyone has been okay. And then the food also they've really been enjoying everyone's company, nothing bad about it and all of that. But trust Kaisha, hey, oh God, trust Kaisha to have an opinion about everybody. I'm like, come on, auntie, it's just day 3 now. She was like, everybody is fake, they're not their real self, and then today they are good to you, tomorrow they are bad. And I'm like, at least take like a week. Some people are still even taking 6 months, 1 year to really know who their friends are. But then at Kasha in day 3, she's already saying everybody is fake, everybody is not real. And I'm like, wow, this is a big one. So Biggie asked them what do they think about their chances of winning, and Prince was like, oh yes. Dora was like 10.5% that she's very sure about winning internet badge too. Tochi, she was not really sure. It was like maybe 50%. I think what actually affected Tochi's game is that he really didn't believe in himself like that. I don't think he did. He like downgraded himself at some point. Like, hype yourself sometimes. Like, I know it's not easy, it's full of competition, but hype yourself and just have a little faith in yourself sometimes. So I think that affected it. But then Lilo was not asked about her closeness. Biggie actually saw it. He sees it all. Biggie was not like, so can you talk about that? And for a long time, she literally didn't have much to say. And I was like, why is this girl talking and looking like this now? To me, she was dull. She was like dull, not like the Lilo we are seeing active outside and making good names and making and cashing out very well. Not like the one we are seeing right now. And I'm like, I was like, why is this girl like this? This is like a strategy to come all boring and looking dull. I'm like, you just met this guy 2-3 days ago. Okay, broad chest and everything, but maybe it's your spec too. You know, ladies, now when we meet our spec, sometimes we tend to like forget ourselves. But I'm like, this one is too much, oh. Or maybe it's just a strategy. But she literally was just, I don't know. She and Eric spoke later, and then she was talking about her boyfriend outside, and then they were like, they just keep our friendship in the house and all of that. But then Eric now went to meet Laycon. They spoke about it, and Laycon was like advising him. I was like, if you like our vibe, if you like our friendship, go ahead. And but if you don't pretend though. I should talk about it there. So that part ended. Then Tochi and Brighto were talking about not ready for relationship, and then Tochi was like, people think it's pride. You need to see people's reaction, and they were like, what kind of background is this? They both said they are not in for a relationship, and they don't have time for that. So Kaisha and Praise talked about love. Kaisha spoke on how she initially didn't plan to get married. She was like, if it was a year ago and someone asked her about marriage, she'd probably said no, she's not interested and all of that. But now our perception is changing in regards to that. Then Praise spoke about his fiance and how he loves her so much and not ready to jeopardize the relationship they share, even though it's not been smooth. So I'm like, what the unnecessary drama you now had with Katrina if you love her so much like that? Well, I'm not the type to blame or judge people, but it's all good. So Dora, funny Dora asked Biggie for a washing machine, and you need to see the way she acts like a baby. Then I actually watched that part. I was just like, look at this girl. There's one thing about Dora, she makes you laugh. Yeah, that goofy side of her, you can't take it from her. Then Neil and Eric spoke about Erica, the massage. According to him, he's getting some funny feelings and all of that. And then Eric was like, they know each other outside the house, and then she was probably expecting him to walk up to her. But then he has his own spec, so things didn't go the way she expected. Another task for them, just to bond more. They talk about where they've traveled to before, where they've been to before. Just a few of them have been outside of Nigeria, like V, T-Bart, Prince, of course, Kid, Ozo were like the major people that have traveled out, and Nengi too. And then one part that got me laughing was Nengi talking about Instaball. Girl does not even know how to fake anything at all. She talk about Instaball, Instaball, where she travels to get fake Gucci, fake bag, fake. I was like, see this girl on national TV. Some fine girls like her will probably be saying, I got this, I got that. But this girl did not even fake anything. Just said she goes to Instaball to get fake Gucci, fake. And I was like, girl, what? Who is this one? It's actually cool. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Who want to accept you for who you are, we accept. Those who don't want to, they will leave you. And I think that's not bad. So Katrina said she spent 2.5 million naira, boss lady, on a vacation. First night in the hotel. I'm like, okay. But then Priest talked about how he traveled during Mr. Nigeria, and then he had to barb hair for all the black guys because the white guys couldn't undo their hair texture. And as an Igbo guy, was like, wow, see money, because he calculated what would have come out if he was to collect money. Beautiful there. No wonder I was able to actually do all of that in the house. Like I said before, I'm still waiting for that part of him to come out, even outside the house. Let him start a business like he promised on that. Then Lucy again was almost crying when she spoke about how she was supposed to travel to Ghana, but then the person did not ran away with the money, I think. And I was like, auntie, calm down now. You can't be crying again. You cannot be crying again just because it's not go to Ghana. Lucy will not kill me. Then the game where they were being tested on how much they know each other zone. V got her own, Nengi got her own questions too about Brighto saying that there shouldn't be egusi in the in the kitchen. But if it's semo now, I will not say there shouldn't be semo in the kitchen. Brighto, funny guy. But what I actually noticed so far is that they've been trying not to show too much of Ozo and Nengi together. The highest they showed in first day highlights was where they were sitting together, like here in this picture, and then the highest they show in this second day highlights was both of them backing each other in this video, in this picture here. And like, why now? Why? Sure, they didn't really have too much to together the first few days. I think they started bonding more week 2 or week 3. Even during the game that Nengi told him the answer that Biggie caught her, he didn't show it. I mean, Biggie didn't show it during the highlight. So they really be avoiding showing the two of them, the little time two of them shared together in the first few days. Well, I wonder what agenda they are trying to create this time. It's just day 2, sha. Let's see what happens. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. Give the video thumbs up, like, comment, and expect day 3, yes, to be a banger as usual. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.